wasn't always a good shot. When I saw this deer, knowing exactly who he is, he's a deer that I nicknamed Cap. I can't even keep it together, dude. I'm so fucked. Number 2 for Whitetail TV. It's October the 29th, and I am fixing to leave to go to Montana on Thursday. Tomorrow I'm going to spend the day with the family, so I won't be hunting tomorrow at all. Not to mention it's, I think, about an 80% chance of rain, so we're hunting the same stand I hunted several days ago. Had 2 encounters with 2 really good deer. We've already seen 1 buck, but he got away before we got any footage of him, so the wind's swirling. It's horrible, but it's the last day, so we're gonna try him anyway. It's still a long ways from the rut here. The rut over here on the Mississippi River doesn't really start until around the 1st of December, so, but deer are still making scrapes. Deer are still, they're pounding the feed really hard. And what I mean by feed is the food. It's not, even though in Arkansas it's illegal to feed here, this lease, and with the lease that we have, you're not allowed to dump anything on the ground. You gotta hunt natural food. I love it that way. But anyhow, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. But we're going to sit the rest of the evening. We got about 3 hours left of daylight, and we're going to sit the rest of the evening, and hopefully my main man, Chris, is going to bring me some luck. Ain't nothing better than that. Killing a big old giant with a bow, man, on my last day. I couldn't hunt yesterday because my mom had surgery and I missed the whole day, and I was okay with that. And I did what I had to do to get over here today.
Yes, sir.
And you came with me and we laid it down, and it couldn't have happened any better. When you're having one of those years, you having one of those years. We got 2 Arkansas bucks down, a huge 6-point, and now that big old Pope and Young 8. He is a nice buck. I almost didn't realize that was him right there. He's so big. I had an encounter with him a couple weeks ago out at 40 yards, and I said, man, I was going to shoot him at 40, and I said, he's going to come in closer. I thought he'd circle around, give me a better shot, and I ended up just letting him walk off. And I have regretted it every day since then. I have absolutely regretted it every day. And now I no longer have to regret it because he's laying on the ground right there. Let's get down and go get him. All right, so we just left the camp. We had to go and retrieve some light so we could come in here and recover this buck. I know he's a really nice Arkansas buck, and he's a buck I nicknamed Cap because he had a blue eye like Cap Hatfield on the movie Hatfield and McCoy's. So it is Hatfield, right?
Yes.
That's right. Not Hadley and McCoy's. I don't know why I always mess that up. But anyway, so we're almost back to where the blood is, and we'll see if we can get in there and recover that buck. All right. Well, let's take this light. And he crossed the road right here somewhere. So, let's see. Oh, there's blood right there. There's blood out there. Right here, see it? Blood right there, see it? Look right here. Well, look right there. There he is. Yeah! Yeah! Check him out, man. Look at this dude. Look at this. I'm gonna set this light. I'm gonna let you hold this other light if you don't mind. Look at this. Oh. Look at this, man. So it's October the 29th in my home state, Arkansas, the last day that I was gonna get to bow hunt before the rifle season started. And couldn't be more excited to have this deer come in. He was with a couple of does. I had just passed a smaller 8-point, and he just wasn't the buck that I wanted. But when I saw this deer, knowing exactly who he is, he's a deer that I nicknamed Cap because he's got that blue looking eye, and he reminds me of Cap Hatfield off Hatfield's and McCoy's movie. So that's where he got his nickname, and I'm super glad to close the chapter on this buck here in my home state, Arkansas. That's that old 8. He's right out there, that upright 8 or whatever they call him. See the big green tree with the opening? Look, just this side of his white ears are sticking up. About 75 yards this way. somewhere. You just gotta be in the right spot. The best time of the movement today is late morning. I think he's a 9-year-old deer, according to Kyle. He's an ugly rack deer, super tall. Got, I don't know, maybe 25, 26-inch main beams. But he's an old deer and he's working his way to us. We're out here in Kansas where you can see forever, and I'm putting the size to work this morning, baby. Beautiful spot. Our deer that we wanted to hunt has not been on camera. And we had some little bit of problem with some neighbors intruding their own property. They were legal. You see that deer? He's working his way to us. So, according to Spartan, the deer hadn't been back on camera, so we bailed on it. And we decided to come to a spot that we could see a long ways. And we got a shooter out there. Just don't think he's quite what we're looking for on basically day 2 of the hunt. So, but he gets here close. They might have the right key to crank my tractor. Anyways, awesome. Late October, deer starting to move around a little bit. This spot definitely gets the award for the prettiest spot, don't it? Yep. Did that buck lay down?
I think so.
Well, we just have to get him up. He laid down. It's about 11 o'clock now. Wind's picking up a little bit. We've had a good set. We've seen a few deer. The deer that came in, he's still bedded out there. We still see his horns twitching back and forth every once in a while, but it's time to go back and eat. And we're gonna go try to make a play on Funky or Wildcat or the Round 9 or one of those deer that's showing up over at the barnyard stand. We're gonna move around a little bit. We just kind of came in this morning, sat here just to see what we see. Pretty cool set, beautiful spot, but it's about time to go get back on some of those deer that we after. So we'll see what happens. Let's get down. We got a little bit of work to do. Go check a few things and go find us some grub.